Hi, my name is Gerhard Gschwandtner with SellingPower TV. Today we have the pleasure of meeting with Michael Pedone. He's the founder and CEO of SalesBuzz. Welcome, Michael.
Hi, how are you?
Now, what does SalesBuzz do?
SalesBuzz.com is an online sales training e-learning company for salespeople, developed by salespeople. Our niche is to help people who sell by phone. They go online and they learn the proper techniques when it comes to selling by phone, whether it's if they have to do an initial cold call, to qualifying somebody over the phone, to doing the presentation over the phone, handling the objections, and of course even closing over the phone.
So walk me through the process. I'm a sales student. Let's say I want to improve my telephone technique for better prospecting, let's say.
Okay.
I want to be more effective. What do I do? Where do I start?
We have what we call a core module series. And the reason I did this is, first of all, I think it's important for me to establish that I was a salesperson long before I was ever involved in sales training. My number one thing, what I wanted to learn how to do when I was in sales, and any seminar I went to, or any book I ever bought, or any magazine I ever subscribed to, I just want to know how to close. Okay, and now that I've been an owner of some other companies and I've had salespeople underneath me, and since I've had this background in sales and successful at it, I find that the reason why most people have a hard time closing is because they're missing steps before the close. If you're coming to SalesBuzz and go, I just want to order the closing course, it's not happening. And actually, I have it defaulted to where you can't even do that. You have to take the core module series because it lays the foundation for you to build your house on.
So the close is the process.
If you follow our process, by the time you get to the close, you're going to eliminate 90% of the common objections, right, and you'll know what really is left on the table that needs to be resolved in order for this to be a win-win solution for both parties, the salesperson and the prospect.
How long does the course take, the core course?
The core course, less than 2 hours. And the good news, the really good news about this is salespeople, if they're mostly like I am when I was selling, we have a short attention span. And we have the course developed to where you can start the course, learn something within a 5 to 10 minute period, and then get on the phone and use that technique.
So describe what they see online when they go through a module.
But when you log on your username and password, the course is going to come up very quickly. You're going to see your outline. You're going to be welcomed in there. They're going to tell you exactly what this chapter is about, what you're going to learn, and you're right into it. It's voice, it's text, and then we use images.
So I want to be better at cold calling. What can you tell me that I need to do? What are the 3 things that involve effective cold calling?
So if it's cold calling, for example, if I'm picking up the phone, what is it that I'm trying to accomplish when I get that other person on the other end of the phone? And it really depends on what part of the sale you're in. I mean, if you don't know...
Well, let's say I want to make an appointment with somebody.
Okay. Do you know who the decision makers are, who you want to make the... Okay. Right. And I'm assuming that you get that person on the phone?
Right.
Okay, so you pass the secretary, all that good stuff.
Right.
Okay, good. Well then, when you first get that person on the phone, before you get that person, you have to know, what is my objective of this call? And a lot of times what I tell people to do, and what we teach them in the course, is to create interest rather than resistance.
So let's say I want to call a marketing manager and I want to sell them on let's say printing services, so they print their brochures with us.
Sure.
How would I do that? And I want to make an appointment to, get a 5-minute hearing from them so I can show them what we can do.
Well, let me ask you this, Gerhard. What is in it for them? What's their benefit?
We are going to lower their cost and the speed of delivery.
Okay. So then my thing would be is, are you sure that those are the 2 scenarios that are important to this guy? Right. And if it is, then you have to word your introduction that hits his hot buttons and create that interest for where he's going to want to know more. Mm-hmm. Let me just take a quick stab at it.
Okay.
Hi, Gerhard. This is Michael Pedone with Printing.com. How are you?
I'm doing terrific. Thanks.
Good, good. The reason for my call is depending on your level of satisfaction with your current printing costs and the speed of delivery, we may be a better solution for you. And what I'd like to do is just ask you a few questions, set up a time to ask you a few questions to see if what we offer might be a better use for you. Would that be okay?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So would that be okay is sort of the closing line?
That's crucial. Once you, again, you know what your objective is, create an introduction that is something important to them.
Focus on their interest.
Absolute interest, not resistance.
And then ask for permission.
Ask for permission. My goal of the call is not to sell them.
Right.
It's to get permission to do what the next
Right.
step.
So, in other words, what you see is a sales call on the phone is like a necklace where one chain, one link links to the next
Yes,
one.
very,
Okay.
very good. Yes, absolutely.
We're going to continue our conversation with Michael Pedone tomorrow. Tune in, you're in for a surprise.